started in the fashion industry and I worked for 200, I was a department store buyer for 285 stores. It's what I went to college for, and I absolutely loved what I did. I went to the Fashion Institute of Technology in Manhattan. I froze my ass off while I did it, and I worked in Manhattan and was moved to Charlotte, North Carolina with this job. And I really was passionate about, still am passionate about the industry. When I am in a department store or in a boutique, people come to me asking me questions as if I work there, and my family thinks it's funny. But I think once it's in your blood, it's always in your blood. The problem for me was that the environment that I was working in was toxic. And I mean, like, I'll give you an example. At one point, I was buying children's shoes, and the head of Nike or the head of back then Reebok would come in and say, "You can feel the tension in the building. What happened today?"
Mm,
And so the people from the outside who are living a healthy life, walking into the building, just being greeted by the head person. I mean, we had 1,600 employees in this building in Charlotte. That's how intense it was. And it wasn't because we were doing like these just fabulous fashion events or things like that. It was just the way management ran the business.
mhm.
And it trickled down to all of us. And at that point, I was single. I owned an affordable condo. It was actually probably the same price as my rent of a one bedroom. I had now upgraded to a two-bedroom condo. I had a cat and a rabbit, and we had plenty of space. And I loved life, but I was realizing I was sick to my stomach when I went to bed, and I woke up sick to my stomach. And I
Mm.
had to figure out a way to change my mindset to how do I get up in the morning and go to bed feeling like somewhat fulfilled, at ease. I mean, again, I'm single, so I have no partner. I was dating, but not at the point where somebody could really support me mentally, emotionally, physically, it's financially even. But I figured out that I needed to get up earlier and go out for a 3 mile walk at the gym outside.
Oh.
And I love sunshine. You know this already. I like being warm, and the weather was nice. And I just prayed. I meditated as I walked, open eye meditation. And in those 3 miles, I got myself excited for the day. And I just told myself I was one day closer to getting out of this. And I
Mm.
did. I changed fields, but I stayed in corporate still. And it still wasn't, it was again that feeling of this doesn't fit me. I don't enjoy this. I need to make a change. And that's when I did it 100%, like 1,000-fold. I can't even put words to it, but I can tell you this. I no longer woke up with a sick stomach. I woke up excited again
Mm.
because I like tea in the morning, but I don't need a cup of tea to wake up with a smile. Now, my husband, on the other hand, he needs his coffee. Please don't speak to him till after he's finished his cup of coffee. I learned that very quickly when we got married. I was like,
Yes.
oh, I think I need to, I wish I asked that while we were dating, because it's like,
Yeah.
wait, you're not fun when you wake up. You don't wake up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Yes, another day. But I immediately felt like Gina again.
Mm.
I mean, I felt grounded. I felt sane because I was going insane. It was so, the energy was so negative for everyone, not just myself. I'm not saying everyone felt it, everyone complained about it. And some of those people that I worked with were also my friends. So when we would go out at night or on the weekend or, have lunch together, it was still talking about this negative energy. And
Right.
so it really affected my mood. It affected my stomach was in knots. The minute I started walking every day in the morning instead of exercising, I did still continue to go to the gym every other day at night because there were group exercise classes that I really enjoyed. But just waking up to be outside, to be in nature, to really feel the wind, the textures of the leaves, the flowers, you know what I mean? To have that, for me, it's eye candy.
Yeah.
And it made everything possible. It made it so that I could start looking for another job with a smile on my face when I was interviewing, not coming from a place of, I want to say, desperation.
Right.
What's another word? Starving energy. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
came from this happy place. Like I was authentically myself. That's what
Yeah.
it gave me back.
And neuroscience, as a brain lady, it's neuroscience shows us, study after study has shown how walking in green spaces, just literally being in green spaces, right? That's why I always have plants around me, right? It literally reaching out and touching the plants.
Yeah,
There's even been some studies done on talking to the plants. It's
absolutely.
just it's so it's therapy for your brain
Yes.
and your emotional state. And so that can help you to get through difficult times,
Yeah.
whatever that difficult time may be, whether it's taking the edge off or just improving your overall attitude so you can leave the toxic negativity at the work or wherever you're at and be happy yourself.